force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return that everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So the offense taking over in just a second. But, you know, last year, going off the script a little bit, so much talk around Jared Goff, Carson Wentz, who would go one, who would go two, and will they pan out? Well, this year, they are both panning out really well.
They certainly are, and they went 1 and 2. Jared Goff, #1 to the Rams. Wentz, #2 to the Eagles. Wentz became the starter as a rookie, played all 16 games, and here in his second season, a lot of MVP talk surrounds him, and rightly so. Jared Goff got left behind, only started 7 games as a rookie, didn't play that well. Many people want to use the B word on him for bust. Not at all. He's playing at a really high level. The Rams are in first place. He might not be in the MVP talk, but how about most improved player in the league?
He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. He's got a man complete. 30, the 20. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Off of play action. Here's Smith. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Timmy Jernigan breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And that is incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Out of the gun, Smith. That's caught. It's Thomas. He will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Before we see this next possession, you and I were talking before the game about the AFC playoff picture. You got the Pats and the Steelers at 7-2. Those are your best records in that conference. Chiefs at 6-3. Really, they're running away with the AFC West.
Yeah, and that's a surprise, isn't it? Because in preseason, we all, well, I shouldn't say all, but most of us probably thought the AFC West was the toughest division in football. But Denver has fallen off the pace. The Raiders have been a little bit of a disappointment, and the Chargers just can't gain traction. So right now, it's Kansas City's division to lose. And if they get home field, could you imagine all those teams having to visit Kansas City? One of the best atmospheres in the game. There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run again with Blount. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big.
Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. picked off by Kenneth Acker. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Delay of game, offense.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
They go play action here on first down. To the right side, it's Kelsey. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs. So we've got a 2nd and 5. They go play action to Hunt. Now Smith. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The Kansas City first. Smith finding his fellow Pro Bowler Kelsey. A shotgun snap for Smith. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Nigel Bradham coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. And the Eagles have recovered.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. And I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. From his end zone, it's Wentz on 3rd and long. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Tamahali. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space there. They elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it, try and create some space, some room, and it went awry, didn't it?
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Fletcher Cox in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Now Smith. And now the rookie's free. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. 10. Oh, and the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
They'll try to run with a J. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Wentz to throw on second down. Dancing to his left. Touchdown, Eagles. Working from the gun, Wentz. That's caught. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end...
Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Brandon Graham in there with pressure yet again. And that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this first half from our studios in Orlando.
And I have a fairly solid idea about which team will be featured prominently in those highlights.
Might be a little biased. A very solid gain of 27. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. That's nothing new for him, a pick-6. He had 2 of those in the regular season last year.
You're hoping to get 1 in a career, let alone 2 in a season. And to be able to judge what's going on, read patterns, go after the football, sometimes catch a good break, whatever it takes. Paying it off with a pick-6 is a big-time deal.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Donnell Allerby in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. To throw on second down. Smith. Harris has it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now it's Smith off the bootleg. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding offense.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
From the gun, Smith. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. That'll bring up second down. Let's shift gears for a second and look back to this last week and some of the top performances that we had. The Saints in the backfield. You had Kamara and Inc. trying to get...